Hi, it's Harut, and in this raw, unscripted, unedited video, I'm going to reveal how exactly we made over $100,000 of profit in the last week alone with our online coaching business. And the fun fact is that we did it only with 8,000 subscribers. And there's just a few simple steps that I followed to do this that I will share how how I did it. And there's a couple of mistakes I actually made as well, and I'm going to share with them, so you hopefully don't have to repeat them if you want to scale your company to 7 figures, multi-7 figures, etc. Right? So let's quickly discuss first on how this happened, but let me quickly show you one screenshot so you can see there's some proof. So on May 21st, today is May 26th, 5 days ago, there was $43,000 payout, $32,000 in the balance. We charge with Skool, and we also charge with other payment options like crypto, like another community that we have, because Skool actually has a 10K transaction limit on one transaction, and a lot of the part of this 100K that we made was from deals that were way more expensive than 5 figures, and I will tell you why and how. But yeah, let's dive into that, and basically how we made the 100K this week alone, in the past 7 days alone. And for full transparency, we are not making 100K profit every week, of course not yet, but we are kind of on that track, and I will tell you why we are not making it and what changes we are making to get there, right? But first, let's break this down. So this came actually from not many deals. We got 2 multi-5-figure deals, so it's tens of thousands of dollars paid up front from 2 people. So that was responsible for way more than half of this revenue. And then we had a couple of deals, about 3 deals, you can do the math for the rest, so 5 figures and a little bit more deals as well. So like totally it was maybe 5 deals this week that actually signed up that we made this money with. And don't divide it and know our prices, that's not how it works. But this was like the total amount of the people and the money that we made in terms of profit, right? Now let's break down how exactly we did this and what you need. So I'm gonna break this down a little bit more in step-by-step format so you can actually follow this. But there's a few components of that. The first one is a vision document, and I will tell you what it is now, and I will help you to create your vision document if you don't have it. The second one is bottom of funnel. So I will put bottom of funnel, right? Bottom of funnel, and then top of funnel. And I will tell you what I mean here. And the third thing is the mistake. I will put a mistake. It's not really a mistake, but I will share with you what that is very, very soon, so you don't have to make that mistake. Okay, so let's start with the first one, which is the vision document, right? So what is a vision document? A vision document is a simple Google document that I will show you right now an example of, and I will even tell you how you can maybe get access to one so that you can save some time, where you actually lay down who exactly you work with, why your business exists, what problems does it solve. Because most people that can scale is because they are not solving a real problem and they don't know what they are doing, right? I don't know everything I'm doing either, but the more clarity that you get, the more money you make, because you know what exactly problems to focus on that you can solve, and the more problems you solve, the more value you provide to the marketplace, the more money you make. It sounds simple, but that's the truth. So to solve problems, you need to first understand why your business exists, because I know a lot of you want to make 7 figures a year or more, you want to make money, travel the world, become the best in your industry, help people, buy something, whatever, but these goals are your goals, right? So the world doesn't care about it. So for the world to care about it, you first need to give something to the world, and in exchange you're gonna get what you gave, right? And to get what you gave, first you need to make sure that all of your efforts are going to one direction. Because most people, you probably have seen this diagram from Sam Ovens, the CEO of Skool, who's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. If you have been watching his content back then, he was talking about that, let's say this circle is you, it's a terrible circle, I know, but and you are basically putting 10 different efforts in 10 different directions, then you're gonna make little progress in 10 different directions. But if you actually put all of that effort into one direction, right, then you will make real progress. And most business owners, they are just putting a little bit of effort in gazillion directions, when in reality it will be more effective if all of your business, all of your messaging, content, products are aligned and are focused towards one direction, solving one specific problem for your avatar, for your audience that you can actually get paid for. Because of that, creating a simple vision document like this that I will tell you about is a game changer. Why? Because it serves like the North Star of your company, the thing that you are optimizing for, the thing that you always keep in your mind whenever you need to make decisions or you are thinking about what should you prioritize for, right? because there's this quote that says, you can't live a consistent life if you don't have a consistent goal, right? Same for your business. Your business can't be consistent if it doesn't have a consistent goal. If you 1 week are doing something else, another week something else, it will not work. So because of that, you want to create this thing called a vision document. So this is an example. This is not the exact vision document of our company, because I'm not going to reveal it because some competitors are watching, but this can be an example. So let me quickly read it, and then I'll tell you how you can build one and how this is going to help you to grow your business as well, hopefully. So the first one is, we need to break down what your business does. Why does it exist, right? So besides your goals, your own goals, we all have selfish goals, right? But besides our selfish goals, why else the business exists? What problems is it solving? And for that, you need to know the what it does, the who you serve, who it is for, and then the how, right? How you solve it, the problem. So what do you solve, who do you solve it for, and how do you solve it? So as an example here, you can see that here it says, our goal is to help you become a little 6, 7, 8-figure CEO, business owner, grow your personal brand, and achieve greatness in your industry, so you can grow your income, impact, and audience online while having an amazing reputation and client results. The freedom to focus only on the work that really matters to you and have fun and fulfillment in the process, right? Then we break down who we help, etc. Again, this is not completely relevant, but as an example, I'm showing this. And then there's the how we help people, right? In our case, we help people with the profit system. We help people to with personal brand growth, recurring profit systems, offer mastery, funnel efficiency, influence and impact, team and leverage, right? So basically, it's a document of what you solve. So it is applicable to any niche. By the way, if you want to get access to this, if you go to achievegreatness.com and if you join our free community, and if you get accepted, my team member is gonna DM you. So you can ask us, hey, by the way, can I get access to the vision document? Howard told me, and maybe we will send this access to you for free. So you can just copy this and put to ChatGPT and create another version of it yourself. This one is a little bit more in depth with like principles and stories and beliefs, so it's actually more in depth. But again, you don't have to start there. You just need to write down what do you do, how you help people, and like how do you help them solve the problem. Now, why is this important? It's because once you create the vision document, your business becomes congruent. You know exactly what do you do and who do you serve. And this way, before making content, you can always go check if the content aligns with the vision document, and if it does, you can make that content that will attract the people that you want to attract with your vision document, right? With that specific business model that you have, and that will make things, again, very focused. Because most people, they don't know what they are working with. They just accept payments from most people, and that's fine, that they are ready to pay them. But the best thing to do is to, if you already have clients, let's say, you can go and analyze who are the clients that get the best results when they work with you, and you can create your vision document based on that. Or you can take inspiration from this one, or you can look at the competition and see what they are doing, how are they marketing, who are they working with, and this can be some, relevant comparison points for you to take some inspiration from, and then ultimately make it your own, of course, and make it better. But once you have this, once you have the vision document, the second part is making content to attract the people that you have in your vision document. So once you know exactly who you are attracting, how you help them to solve the problem, right, and what do you help them with, then all of your content becomes congruent, right? And that's what I did. After I had my vision document, the next step that we did that compounded to this week's record was that I started making videos on YouTube, Instagram, other platforms I will show you right now as well. And all the messaging was going to the exact ideal avatar that I have that I want to work with, right? And this way, although some of the videos aren't getting a million views, as you can see, some videos are getting 900 views, 600 views, etc., it's still helping us to drive that clients, because whenever I'm making a video, I first go and I check the vision document and I make sure that the content I'm making is matching the vision document that I have and the person I want to attract, right? So that's a very underrated step, but that's literally what we did and what change we made, because back then we used to make content randomly and we were getting views, but we weren't making sales. But now, as you can see, even from videos that got just a few hundred views, we are getting sales. And I will break down how we are making sales. So after I have the vision document and I know exactly what problem am I solving, how am I adding value to the people, I'm not stuck in my head and thinking, what do I want? But I'm focused on what's the vision, what's the mission of the company, what problems are we solving, right? And then next step is I make content based on that. So every single piece of content that goes out there is attracting that specific person that I want, my ideal client, right? The next step is conversion mechanism. Because if you get just some like views or eyeballs, they are not gonna become clients and definitely not gonna pay you multiple 5 figures, right? Right away. So this is how to do that. So they actually do it, they actually pay, is you need to have a conversion mechanism. So one of the conversion mechanisms that we use right now that works very well is a VSL. So it's a video sales letter, right? You probably are familiar with that, which is a video where we break down how it is to work with us, our values, mission, the people that we have helped, all the hundreds of client results that we have, and we break it down. In our channel, it's this video. As you can see, it has about 2,000 views at the moment, and it's a quite long video, but over 1 hour of this is video testimonials from our clients. So your VSL doesn't have to be this long, or you can host it on your website. But in our case, at the moment, at the exact moment of this video, we are doing it on YouTube. And here's how it works. We are making YouTube videos that align with the vision document, right? Content, all these videos are leading people to watch this VSL, as you can see here. In each description and in each pinned comment, I'm telling people, want to scale to 100K a month, watch this to see how I might be able to help you. And all of these videos are best lead people to where? Yes, lead people to the VSL that we have, right? 1 month ago. It's a not as salesy video, I mean a little bit, but like it's pretty transparent. I break down how we help people, who we help with, etc. And then there's a link to apply to work with us, right? And I will now break down how we can do this. So, and it's a very heavy application. It's like people fill out 20 responses to even apply to work with us. And that adds a lot of friction as well, which ultimate contact. Let me quickly go to the document and to talk about this a little bit more, and then I will reveal the details. So basically, that's the second part. After the vision document is we have a bottom of funnel and top of funnel content, and I will explain what's the differences here. So top of funnel is basically making content for people that don't know you. So it's first time they get to know you. There's also middle of funnel where you are nurturing people. And the bottom of funnel, right, is people that already know, like, and trust you and are the most likely to convert into sales, for example. So YouTube is very good for bottom of funnel, right? It is very good for top of funnel. It can bring people in. But when people are spending time, for example, this video, you're already watching this video for like 10 minutes, right? Or if you're watching on 2x speed, 5 minutes or whatever. So people spend time with you, right? And they develop the trust because they have more time to give them value. And that's why it's considered the bottom of funnel content as well, or it nurtures people at least, right? And it leads people from being not aware about you to then, you know, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware, right? So it helps them to go from, who is this guy? I don't know him. He's weird. I don't trust him. Is he telling the truth? Then they watch a video, and then another one, and then another one, and then now they trust you, and they now know what you can help them with, and now they find themselves applying to work with you, and then you get paid and solve their problem, and you win, right? And you both win. So, which is very important part of the process. Make sure that people get results. People get to it right now, and that's the something I wanted to share. So, okay, so that's the bottom of funnel, right? So after the vision document, we make videos, right? And then all the videos lead to another video where people apply to work with us. And as you can see, there's a lot of friction here, right? So someone needs to watch videos, then watch another longer video, then fill out 20 questions, and then they are gonna talk to me. And if they are a good fit, they can sign up for one of our programs, right? And now you can see how some people can pay multiple 5 figures is because there's only the right kind of people will start speaking to me in the first place. Because they have watched videos, they have enough trust, they know I can help them, and then they apply, and then once we are talking, there's a high chance that they're gonna join because it's actually a good fit, right? So that's kind of the strategy. Now, what's the danger here though? That if you only focus on this, if you only focus on bottom of funnel, then you might not have enough top of funnel traffic. Meaning you might go very in depth like I do, but if you get 10 views, it won't work, right? I mean, we had cases where a client got a sale with 50 views for their own program. But you know, it's ideally you need to get more views as well. Like you don't need millions, but you at least, you know, few hundred, few thousand would be good, depending on the niche. Because of this, it would be great if you get some top of funnel traffic as well. And here's how you can do that. You can do this sometimes by making videos that appeal to a wider audience. It still should appeal to your vision document audience that you have, right? But it can be a little bit broader. For example, as you can see, I made this video that got 10,000 views in 3 weeks. So it brought a bunch of people to our channel. It even got like a couple hundred subscribers. I can even show you, right? Alex Hormozi showed me how to... And guess what? A lot of these people go and watch more videos, right? So this video serves as a top of funnel as well. I can show you. As you can see, it got 206 subscribers, right? So these people now are gonna, some of them, watch new videos, and then they can eventually watch our video. And if it is a good fit, ultimate content, right? So, so you can make more top of funnel content that brings people to your world. And second thing that we have been doing, that why I believe, because we have had systems in place as well, but what we added that really helped us is we started posting on other platforms. For example, on Instagram, we have right now 110K followers, and we started posting Reels more frequently. One of the reels got like a couple 100,000 views, etc. And I'm promoting on Instagram our YouTube videos, so more people learn about me on Instagram and then go to YouTube. And YouTube is also, of course, the algorithm is recommending my content, but on top of that, some people are coming from Instagram, and this is this new, good like ecosystem as well, where people learn about you from other platforms, right, the top of funnel, and then now they can watch your YouTube videos, and then some of them keep watching, then they watch another video of yours, which is like the VSL I have, and then they apply to work with me, they jump on a call with me, I hear their offer, I hear if I can help them to scale their personal brand, their business, and if I can, I make them an offer, and we start working together, right? So that's basically how it works, and what we changed recently is we added more top of funnel traffic, because we already had the bottom of funnel, but we didn't have enough top of funnel, enough awareness, so people knew about this, got the value we are sharing, and then took the next steps and applied, right? So this is very important. I will share one quick thing as well that we did that might be helpful. We did the first ever live event. We haven't been doing live events before that, and it went very well. And basically all we did, it was a 60-minute presentation, 60-minute live call, and it was 30 minutes of it was presentation, and about 20 to 25 minutes was like Q&A, and 5 minutes like introduction, right? And funnily enough, you can find this on my YouTube channel. I posted this. So if you want to see what exactly I did, you can go and copy it. It's this video right here. It's called How We Make 100K month profit on YouTube with only 8K subscribers. It's 1 hour, 2-minute video. This one, right? Go and find it. If you find it, great. If you want to watch it, if you haven't already, this is the recording of that event. You can see what we did there, right? With full transparency. And we did that event. It was on Zoom, and how we promoted it was very simple. We used Zoom, and we went to Instagram and YouTube in our free community as well that we have, and we just said, hey, like, we are doing this event, you know, if you are interested, register here. People joined. We did a 30-minute valuable presentation Q&A, and at the very end, I told people, hey, if you are interested to work with us, apply here, and I sent them directly to that 20-question application. And if you don't believe me, I can go to Typeform. This is the software we use. As you can see on May 21st, today is May 26th when I'm recording this video. 5 days ago, we got the peak, boom, it spiked. We got 29 new applications. And like, for full transparency, this like people answer 20 questions here, like in-depth questions. If someone is filling this out, they are very serious, right? So you can see the spike there, and the way that it happened is because we did a live event. So live events sometimes, I've just learned, are a good way to kind of take some of your top of funnel attention and then get everyone into the event where you front load value and then you make a call to action. Therefore, you shorten your sales cycle, right? Everyone has sales cycles. Like, for example, for some people, companies, business owners, it takes a week to turn their viewers from strangers to buyers. For someone, it takes 5 months, right? So it is a big difference. And one of the ways to actually shorten your sales cycle, so that someone gets to know you and then buys from you pretty soon, is to have some sort of a conversion events like this, where, you know, you grab attention and then you send them to an event or YouTube videos where people can consume your content, see if what you do is valuable, and if it is, they take the next steps. So that's what we did that made the difference of this week, of why it was also a record week, because we did that event that we didn't do before, that we didn't spend any money on that. It was just, like we just said, we are doing this event. We had very crazy like show-up rates, to be honest, because our audience is pretty warm, and we had like close to 80% show-up rates, which is typically way lower. And then like 95% of the people stuck to the 1 hour, which was crazy, right? We had like 100-ish limit, and we basically hit that, which was really, really good. So you can check that on the YouTube channel and see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's another thing that we did. So what changes we made is that the vision document we were doing, if you are not doing, make sure to do that. Create a vision document so you have congruency in your messaging, and you always follow that, and you don't have to every day trust your emotions, but you follow the document that you created, and of course, you can refine it over time, based on the sales calls you are having, community members that you have that are joining, whatever you have, sales mechanism that people are buying you from. You can just look what kind of people you are attracting, what are the best clients that you are getting the best results for, and then you can go and tweak your messaging over time too. But having that is really important. And again, the next is bottom of funnel, top of funnel traffic. If you don't have bottom of funnel YouTube videos, I would recommend that. Top of funnel, we have it as well. So we just added it more, and now it blew it up. We did an event to shorten the sales cycle. We got a bunch of applications to a point where we fully got booked out. Like the 29 applications, we literally no one else could book. Like I was fully booked till May, I'm still am, and I'm traveling like in 3 days to US. So yeah, it's fully booked basically. And now I'm gonna lead this to the third thing, which is, you know, there are still problems here that I want to share that for full transparency that might be helpful for you. So what's the problem? Is that business always has problems. right? For full transparency, if you ever see someone saying business is perfect, no, business has problems at any level, right? The only thing there is that there are good problems and bad problems, right? And definitely it's a good problem to have that you are fully booked out, but it's still a problem. And here's why I think it's a mistake that I've made and how am I gonna solve it. So the mistake I've made is that the company is a lot of it is based on the intellectual property that I'm building, which means that a lot of it depends on my own actions, right? So don't get me wrong, like we are doing very well, it's good, I'm very happy with this, you know, I love what I do, but there is a natural limit that I hit, right? Like because if I hit 100K because we got all these clients, what we also do is we make sure that we do a good job. One of the reasons that we do a good job is because I actually spend time with the clients that I enroll, right? And you can say it's a great thing, and I agree. And on this note, a couple of the people that joined were actually already knew me. Some of them even were clients. So because I already helped them before make money, now they trusted me a lot. Now they said, Howard, like I got the ROI first time, I'm gonna do it now as well. So even that was a part of it as well. So it's good for me too, right? Like if you help people make money, they want to keep working with you, you help them more and you keep growing. So it's great. But the only thing there is that there is a natural limit, right? Like I cannot physically enroll 1,000 one-on-one clients, even if I want to, right? It's pretty tough to do, which means the third mistake I made, which I don't think it's a mistake, but it's a lesson we can take, is that right now I'm building things in a way that we can actually increase our capacity. Because if you are gonna hit limits anyway, like if you are smart, which if you are watching this video to this point, you are smart, right? If you are smart, over time, not immediately, not overnight, but over time, you are gonna hit a limit, right? If you do things right, if you just follow what I'm saying and you stay consistent and you show up genuinely in your content and you provide value and you actually care about the people you work with and you post consistently and you have bottom of funnel materials that convert people and you do it for a long time and you keep learning, you are gonna get more demand than supply over time. At least that's what happened to us, right? And the way that I'm thinking about this now is that if you are smart, again, because if you're watching this, you are most likely, is you are gonna hit a limit anyway, right? You are like, the limit might be here, the limit might be here, the limit might be here, but if you are actually working hard, you are gonna hit the limit of your opportunity, which means, as that famous quote says that I've learned from Alex Hormozi, it's not about what boat you are in, it's not about the opposite. It's not about how hard you row, but it's about what boat you are in. Right? That's also a quote from Warren Buffett, which means that it is sometimes more important what you work on rather than how hard you work or how well you work. Now, don't get me wrong, you can work hard and make millions of dollars a year, right? It works, I know it myself. But what is more important is what boat you are in, right? For example, if I'm right now selling one-on-one mentorships, which I am selling, the limit of hitting this is gonna be way faster, because there's just so many one-on-one clients that we can deliver for as long as they are getting results, which is very important to us. But if we, let's say, have a group coaching program, then the limit is higher, right? And then if you have a great team that can deliver, then the limit is higher as well. Because now there's 2 or 3 or 4 people that can help you deliver, right? At scale and at high quality, because anyone can outsource things, but like in a way that people still get the results. And your natural scale limit can be way higher. So let's say the limit here can be, I don't know, like a couple millions of dollars a year, as an example, right? Which I think that you can make more than that. Let's say the limit here is like, I don't know, 10 million, right? And the limit here is like 100 million plus, right? You can hit more. As an example, it's just like made up numbers. But like, if in this model you can scale only here, then you are gonna hit, if you are smart, you're gonna hit this anyway. Which means, why wouldn't you building things in a way that they will be more scalable? Now, the only thing here is that you should build things, like if you have to choose between getting to $1 few million a year in a not scalable way and making money and having an impact and helping people and making 10K unscalably, of course you need to do this. But you can't overdo this, because then you can just get used to this or get rooted in that, and it can actually stop you from getting to the next level. So basically, what's the point? The point is that the third mistake I've made is that not mistake, but the lesson I learned is that when you work on these things, you are gonna hit a limit, which means what things you decide to work on are more important than how hard you are gonna work. Because at some point you are going to max out your hours. For example, I right now maxed out my hours, right? Like I can't handle more people, which means that now it's about picking opportunities where you can scale, not only because of what you are working on, but because of the opportunity. And an example of this that we are doing well is YouTube. So most people, what they do is they do cold outreach, etc., which is fine. If that works for you, you can do that. But you are always in this game of you need to chase people. In our case, we make content, which adds goodwill, which creates friction, which means that only the right kind of people want to apply to work with us, which means that we drastically increase the chances that if someone books a call with us and wants to work with us, they are really serious and committed about growth. That's why the people that we work with, it's like absolutely are crushing it. And in my opinion, are getting one of the best results that I've seen. And the reason of that is because not only because of me, but also because of them. And it's intentionally structured that way because I don't make it easy for people to just apply to work with me at this point, because instead I'm increasing my demand and increasing friction. So I still grow, but I grow with more friction, which means I attract better people. So in this example, I not only grow and I can make a few $1 million a year, but I also can grow that with good clients, which means that's gonna compound as well, which means that it will be more sustainable business, right? Because people will be renewing, they will tell their friends, they will take responsibility for their actions, they will share their wins, they will be better clients to work with. But if someone else doesn't get this principle that like how you build things is also very important and how intentional you are, and I just make sales and sell to everyone and whatever, they will also hit a few $1 million a year, but it will be exponentially harder for them to scale because they might have bad clients that are refunding all the time, their reputation can go down because they overpromised, etc. Right? So once you do these things, that's the third most important thing, is what kind of opportunity you pick, what kind of things you work on, right? Do you have a lot of friction or a little bit of friction? Do you have enough in-depth, valuable bottom of funnel material or you don't? Are you doing events to shorten the sales cycle or you don't? Are the people that you are working with getting results so you can create this flywheel that you share that and now more people, you attract more people, you get better results, you share that, you attract more people, you get more client results, you share that, and it becomes a flywheel, right? So there's multiple ways that you can scale, but I've learned that if you want to go and have a big impact, make money, grow, and make sure that you're also getting good client results, you need to be very intentional about how you grow as well. So yeah, that was the third thing that I've learned as well. So this is basically what we have been doing, which is the vision document, simple bottom of funnel material on YouTube that are for that exact person. I would rather get 600 views, but it's like people watching are 6-7 figure entrepreneurs. I have multiple, like dozens, I would say, 8 figure entrepreneurs even watching this. Most of them are making more money than me, but there's some principles that they want to like see what I'm doing or learn some better things that we are better at. So I would rather have that audience than just like 10 million views of something else, right? So on this note though, of course, if you have the right views, then getting more views is still awesome. So you should try that. And that's what we are doing. So the number one non-negotiable is, are we attracting the exact people that we know we can deliver the best results for? And are we doing that consistently with in-depth valuable videos like this? Because if someone is watching this video till this point, then they are serious. And I would rather take that than making some like flashy video that gets a bunch of views just for the sake of it. Now, we use other platforms, Instagram, etc., to drive this top of funnel attention to YouTube as well, although YouTube itself goes and gets traction too. But this is a part of the process. We get awareness, we nurture people, there's friction to work with us, we know exactly who we are attracting these people, getting results for them, sharing these results on social media, that brings us more clients, and we repeat the process, right? On my YouTube channel, I'm sharing results of the people all the time that I'm working with, and that attracts more people, I get more results, and I keep doing it again. So yeah, so that's that. Now, the only thing here is that for full transparency, I'm not saying it's perfect, it's not. It takes a lot of work to deliver, to make sure people are getting results, and it's gonna take time for us even as well to make this in a way that we can deliver 10 times the capacity without sacrificing quality. And that's what I'm gonna work on, because I don't want to just make more money for the sake of it. That's not what I'm doing. I want to make sure I grow in the right way, which means it's gonna take time. And I wish I've built this in a way, this way sooner, but this is still better than most people, which is they have less demand than supply. So I would rather build these things this way where I have more demand, and then it's a better problem to solve. And I would say that's probably the last lesson that I want to share today, is that I've talked about today briefly on, but you are going to have problems either way. You are going to have problems in your business, which means that the biggest problem is expecting that there shouldn't be problems. That's the biggest problem. So just get used to it and focus on the things that you can control. Outsource the rest, the things that you don't like doing, I outsource to the team. And this way you can stay in the zone of genius, but you still need to know that it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows, and that's fine. And because there are going to be problems anyway, why wouldn't you pick better problems, right? For example, you are going to have problems in the business either way, right? But you can have the problem of like that it's harder to get enough people to apply to a long application. But the good news is that you will work with better people that are more committed. If you do the opposite, The problem is that like the easy part can be if you have just like anyone can book a call with you, but the problem will be you will have calls all the time with not committed people that will demotivate you. So and of course in our case you can get to a point where you get more demand even on a lot of friction, and that's it. But if these things are possible, why wouldn't you, at least in the mid and long term? If you can do it in the short term, I would understand, but at least in the mid and long term, why wouldn't you build things in a way that are better? In this example, have more friction, which has its own problems, but at least it's a better problem. So that's what was my mindset. Like I was trying to find a business that is gonna be perfect, but no business is perfect. So looking at the downsides, at the trade-offs, at the problems that we are the most okay with, that we can live the easiest with, and picking better problems is the other lesson that I've learned from this. So yeah, I hope this is helpful. Basically, all of this system of how we are doing the YouTube videos, how we are doing the top of funnel traffic, how we are converting traffic, the backend, how we're actually delivering results for the people, because that's a huge thing as well. We discussed a lot of this on a video that I've made with Alex Hormozi. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to leave it on your screen if you haven't watched it. It's from a competition I won where he was helping me on how I can scale my business to multiple 7 figures. So you can check that video. It's gonna be on your screen. And I hope you found this video useful.